Sagittarius, and welcome to Intuitive Empress Tarot and your love reading for June 2018. I'll deal the cards out in a minute. I just wanted to say thank you if you are visiting my channel for the first time. Thank you even more so if you're returning and have been finding my readings useful. If you haven't already checked me out on Facebook, please go to my page, which is Intuitive Empress Tarot, and you can find weekly love readings on there. And both on my Facebook page, and I've just done a video here on YouTube, I've done something called Who's Coming Towards You in Love? And I think you might find that very interesting. So, what's going to happen in love for Sagittarius in the month of June 2018? What's going to happen in love for Sagittarius? What does Sagittarius need to know in love for June 2018? What's going to happen in love for Sagittarius in June 2018? What's going to happen in love for Sagittarius in June 2018? One more card, please. Okay. This is looking interesting. Okay, and your overall energy is the Eight of Swords. Yeah. Okay. So, this month, your overall energy is the Eight of Swords. And that is suggesting that you can be feeling trapped in a relationship. Okay? Or get yourself into situations which you find difficult to leave. So on that basis, I would say avoid rushing into anything. Okay? Avoid committing yourself to anything. Just hold back a little. Okay? And be sure before you jump in. And also know that very little that you do cannot be undone. Right? If you are feeling trapped, you can walk away. Right? You don't need to be with anyone. Right? So the first card we have here is the Queen of Cups. So, Sagittarius, this could be a potential love interest here. Okay? Man or woman, right? Because this is a general reading. The Queen of Cups is a very nurturing person. I think this is a good partner. Okay? It's going to be someone quite different to your fire energy. But it's also, the Queen tells us that we need to make sure that we nurture ourselves. So just make sure that your own cup here, your own emotions are healthy and full, because if your cup is empty, you have nothing to offer another person. And here we have the Page of Cups. So the reading is starting with a real strong message here about emotions, okay? About the need to be emotionally healthy and nurturing yourself as much as other people. And some childlike innocence here, okay? Potentially a naivety, but I tend to read this card as more of being brave, okay? Of being able to progress with a relationship or make a love offer without baggage from the past holding you back, without that fear. Okay, now it can also signal a need for apologies. And obviously, if you're feeling trapped here, you know, maybe you're in a situation and you don't know quite how to extricate yourself. But the advice, yes, the advice, and I've already explained this card with this one very clearly, actually. Do not rush into anything. Okay, this month, go very slowly. This is the Knight of Pentacles. And he or she, but in terms of energy, is a very slow-moving, careful, methodical person. Now, Sagittarians are fire signs. Okay, you can tend to rush into things, right? Sort of get carried away by passion, enthusiasm. This card is telling you just to rein it in a little bit, okay? Just slow down, enjoy the ride, there's no rush, okay? Don't get into anything you can't get out of. Now, you're probably going to find that really boring, and if this is a potential love interest, you will probably find them quite boring and very slow, and you'll want to be progressing the relationship, and they'll sort of be cautious and holding back, and that might drive you absolutely crazy. But as an advice card, the advice is sound. Right. Now, particularly taking your time when making choices, being methodical, is very important because of this card, the Seven of Cups. This card is showing that you have lots of options available to you. It may also suggest that you're feeling a little bit uncertain about which choice to make, and perhaps even fickle and changing your mind. Now, again, the likelihood of getting trapped in a situation or feeling trapped in a situation might be because you're jumping at all these offers, right? And of course, once you've accepted a cup from someone, it's very difficult to give it back, right? Especially if you don't want to hurt somebody's feelings, it all gets a little bit awkward. So take your time with the Knight of Cups, have a look at all the options, and be very clear about which one it is that you want before you make a decision, right? And the Knight of Swords is telling us that you need to look at this situation logically, right? He is a quick decision maker, right? He does make decisions quickly, but they are based on logic, right? Not on emotions, not on intuition, but on the facts. So the King of Swords would look at your choices here and would know which one was the right one for you. Now, as a person, as a love interest, the Knight of Swords is likely to be an air sign or someone with those qualities, a professional, someone who communicates for a living. So, for example, a lawyer, a very professional man. Obviously, it can be an accountant. It's that kind of thing where they deal with figures and numbers and talking to people. Okay, so not necessarily an artistic person. But particularly if you're an older viewer, this is the kind of person that you'd be looking for, okay? Pages and knights are probably a little bit too young and immature for you, although Sagittarians tend to be quite playful, right? So, to be honest, a young at heart person might actually appeal to you. But in my recommendation would be, if you have several options, and it seems you've got 4 court cards here, so you've got 4 people, right, around you potentially, but one of these 2 people is probably your best bet, okay? Either the sort of nurturing water person or the quite logical air sign, and they couldn't be more different, right? They couldn't be more different, but only you will know, based on your consideration, based on your moon and rising signs and Venus signs, which one is going to be the best choice for you. Okay, we've got one here, one here. I hope this has been really useful. Please do check out my Facebook page. Please do comment to let me know if this makes sense to you, if it resonates with you. Obviously, let me know how you get on. If this situation happens to you, please let me know. And I will see you hopefully in July. Have a great month. Okay, Sagittarius, best wishes and good luck.